Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy because it I don't know, it blooms. Is that the right way to say it? Even with the soft pedal, check out how much it resonates with the soft pedal. So when you have a soft pedal, that means it's only going to be striking 2 strings rather than 3. But even with that, check this. The sustain in that. There's just so much wood in here. That's the beauty of it. The wood is resonating. So it's not only because those things are radiating. I guess they're basically radiators, aren't they? It's even the floor. I can feel the floor is resonating with it too.
I can sit here and listen to that.
It blows my mind is even with the soft pedal, it's not losing any character whatsoever. Oh, that low C. That low B too. It sounds like a 9-footer. It's even throughout.
Nice.
And again, it's inspiring to play something like that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And in some things that are inherent in some pianos, and it's different in every piano, sometimes the overtone will be a little louder than the fundamental. And this is theory, maybe I could be wrong, but I think this system evens that out and
Absolutely.
gives you the fundamental over the
number one thing everybody say in drums, number one thing, it controls the crazy overtones.
Aha.
To where it brings the sound right here, and it makes it a lot tighter. So you hear very, very well pronounced notes now. All right, so as we had very graciously talked over the dinner and everything, you have lived with the system in your piano now for close to
8 months.
8 months now.
Yeah.
Explain to me maybe and to the people who's listening, what is the I guess the most striking story, or the what is the most vivid difference that you have learned with the piano that you knew for so many years, traveled with, know it like the back of your hand?
It's really interesting. It's several things actually. I noticed there's a certain warmth in especially in the low end. It makes it sound like a larger than it is, you know, than what one might be used to, because the soundboard seems larger. And so even with the soft pedal on, it even has a better sustain and it's more playable. With soft pedal, a lot of pianos with soft pedal, you got to be really careful with it, and certain notes will ring out, certain notes won't. And that was the one thing I noticed about this, and it's inherent in most pianos that are played a lot, is the midsection tends to be a little loud because it gets played more, and you have hammers that are, you know, over time they get denser and it gets brighter. I noticed with this system, it evened it out. And as we discussed earlier, I'm thinking, man, had something seems to have migrated or dispersed. And I think the best way to describe it is if you were to take a can of paint and pour it onto a board, and it's going to be concentrated here. What that system does is like taking a paint roller and spreading it out, dispersing it completely, you know?
Right.
So it's done that with sound. I don't know how to explain how it's doing that, because it seems like the density, and naturally in wood, certain places are going to be denser than others, but for some reason it seems to have evened itself out. The density has evened itself out throughout the entire, soundboard. And what that does as a player, it makes it to where you can play more expressively, not worry about a note sticking out or a certain section sticking out.
Right.
How's that for a long-winded answer?
Oh no, that's great.
I let go of it, that it was inspiring to play, just like you said with Joel, with Joe, with anybody else that it's, it revealed the instrument basically.
I had one kid who put it on his guitar. He's just like you would mention. He knew that guitar inside and out. I mean, that was his baby. He played it everywhere. He picks it up, same instrument, same strings, same everything. We put our system in it, and he goes, and he starts playing, and he looks at me. He goes, I couldn't do this before.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, no. Do you mean you couldn't hear it before? No, he goes, I couldn't play this before, because he couldn't hear it before.
Yeah.
It was, to me, again, everything that we did up to now was God inspired. So I cannot take credit for this much of it, except my hard work, but let it bless people.
Well, and that's what you're doing. You're I'll say this. It was something I honestly say that I needed on a personal level.
Nice.
And it's definitely a God thing, without a doubt, man.
So,
I mean, I'm sorry, but it is.
Yeah,
It's a God thing.
Dude,
man.
it's humbling to hear, because it started like that. It started with Joe. I was standing there in his shop and almost prophesying. It's like, you're coming from Glader? Yeah, seriously, I was.
Well, I'm
taken.
glad that you're staying God conscious with this, because
Absolutely.
it's what a gift, man. What a gift you have to envision this and see it through. That's a lot of hard work, man.
But put it in music, what you just said.
I mean, it's just
No, please.
this song. Wow, 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 wow.